welcome back and thank you so much for being here. We'll start with a tall spine. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. Have a couple breaths from your belly all the way up to the collarbones. Just feel yourself present in this moment and thankful for this practice. You can flutter the eyes open. We'll make our way into tabletop position on our hands and knees. Wrists underneath of our shoulders, knees underneath of our hips, fingers spread wide. And just do some regular cat-cow. So inhale, look up, belly drops down, tailbone tips to the sky. Exhale, round, squeezing the abdominals, bringing your chin towards your chest, tuck everything in. Inhale, come forward, look up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale. Belly drops. Exhale, rounding. One more. And inhale to a neutral spine. Left hand stays planted, right arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale as you scoop it underneath of your left arm. Right shoulder can find the mat, followed by the head. Coming into our thread the needle. Couple options here. So your left foot can extend out to the side. Also your left arm can stay on fingertips or scoop to your low back. As long as your chest is opening up towards the side of the room. Breathe. And your next inhale, slowly working our way back through center. And the next side, left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, scooping underneath. Shoulder finds the floor. Again, option to extend your right leg out. And right fingertips can stay on the floor or reach around to your low back so long as your chest is opening to the side. Take a deep breath. And your next inhale, slowly make your way back up to neutral. Excellent. Walk your hands forward a little bit, tuck your toes under, come into downward facing dog. Walk it out for a moment. And then walk your feet together so your big toes are touching. Bend your knees a little bit. And tilt your knees over to the right side. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, center. And one more on each side. Move on your own. Excellent. You can drop your knees down to the mat. Come into child's pose. So hips are going to go towards your heels. And actually for today, we're going to bring our arms to our sides. Palms face up. Kind of letting your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, we'll rise back up, walk our hands forward. Again, we're gonna go back into our downward facing dog. This next one might be a little bit tricky, but it's good to have a challenge mixed in. So you can either skip it or come along for the ride. Your right hand, we're in downward facing dog. Your right hand is going to reach for your left foot. And then turn your head, look underneath of your left shoulder. Breathe. And we'll switch. Other side. Right hand plants, left reaches for the right foot. Turn your head. Feel a nice stretch. Good twist in the spine. Breathing. And coming back into our downward facing dog, we'll go for a nice slow walk up to the front of our mats. We'll all meet in a forward fold. Look at the floor in front of you. Right hand's your fingertips are gonna plant just underneath of your nose. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky. If you'd like, you can bend your right knee a little bit more than the left. Look up at your hands. Inhale. Exhale, coming back through center. Switch hands. If you had your knee bent, now we'll bend the left knee. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Look up. Exhale to center. Excellent. Full breath in all the way to standing. Hands overhead, fingers spread wide. Look up. Exhale, hands can come to your heart. Inhale, both hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, straight spine. Draw your shoulder blades together behind you. Exhale, fold. Fingertips can plant. Step your right foot back. Inhale, we'll rise all the way up to standing into our crescent pose. Relax your shoulders, look up, feeling strong here. We're gonna do a twist in our crescent pose today. So your right fingertips will go forward. The left fingertips are gonna sweep behind you. Excellent. Breathe. And next, our right hand is gonna come towards the floor, staying in our twists. So fingertips find the floor next to your left big toe, or left hand is up in the up in the sky. Look up at your fingertips. Exhale, that hand can come to center. Plant the palms, step the left foot back, downward dog. Inhale, find plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hip shift up and back, downward dog. Right leg reaches up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee towards your belly, step it forward. Light on the fingertips, inhale, rise up. Sweep your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, draw your hands down, open up your heart, look up. Big inhale. Exhale, undo the fingers. Fingertips find the floor, step forward, forward fold, relax the head. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Full breath to standing, rise up. Both hands overhead, full body stretch. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Inhale, both arms reach up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, straight spine. Exhale, roll it back down, plant the fingertips, left foot steps back this time. Inhale, reach forward, rise up. Nice and strong in those legs. Now we're going to do the twist on this side. So left fingertips forward, right, go back behind you. Breathe. And next, left fingertips are going to make their way to the floor. Next to your right big toe, right arms reaching up to the sky, look up. Breathe. Your next exhale, the hand can find the floor. Step back to downward dog. Left leg reaches up to three-legged dog. Open up that hip, push the back wall away from you. Exhale, the knee's gonna bend, step that foot forward. Light on your fingertips, strong in your legs. Reach your hands forward, inhale, rise up. Crescent pose. Sweep your fingertips behind you, interlace the fingers. Draw your hands down, let your heart open. Inhale. Exhale, undoing the fingers, finding the floor again. Step forward, forward fold, relax. If you want to grab opposite elbows, you may let your head and your upper body hang heavy. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, roll it down. Full breath into standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Notice how you feel. Catch your breath. Grounding through your right foot, peel your left foot up off the floor. We're going to kick that foot back behind us, coming into warrior three. Slowly bending through your right knee, step the left foot back behind you. Excellent. You can come up through your crescent pose, relax your shoulders, open up your heart. You can bring your hands to your hips. We're going to walk our left foot in a little bit, so maybe a baby step in, and now both legs are going to be straight. Your hips are still parallel with your feet, and hands are still on our hips. You can come up down like you're coming into a halfway lift, so coming halfway down over this leg. You might be feeling a big stretch in the back of this hamstring already. Breathe. Our left fingertips are going to come beside our big toe. If the floor feels like it's far away for you, grab a block or a book or something that you can place your hand onto. From here, inhale, right hand's going to reach up, find a twist. Look up at your hand if you wish. Breathe. Your next exhale, you can make your way back to center. And still over this leg, sweep your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, come into a kind of a forward fold over this leg. So you can let your upper body hang. Balance is a little tricky in this one. Strong legs. Undoing the fingers. You can bring your hands to your hips. We'll slowly rise up, maybe taking our time. Inhaling as you come to standing. We're going to step our left foot forward all the way now. We're going to come into eagle pose next, which is a fun one. So right foot's going to be at the bottom for our first For the first side, left foot is going to, so you're going to come onto one foot. Left foot's going to cross over the right. And then begin to kind of sit down like you're coming to sit into a chair. Now for the arms, your right arm is going to be underneath. Left elbow is crossing over top. And then bring the backs of your hands together, or you can continue crossing and go for the palm. And with your arms, think tilting your elbows up and tipping your hands away from your face. So think up and away. And we'll come into our eagle pose. This is the eagle pose. If you like, you can try to get your elbows and your knees closer together, sitting down even farther. Focusing, finding a place on the floor in front of you to stare. And you can slowly begin to unravel, wiggle it out. Whew. Maybe roll the shoulders. All right, next side. So grounding through our left foot. I like to have my hands at your heart, but you can have them wherever you want. Peeling up through the right foot, and then extending this leg out behind us. Warrior 3, staring at the floor in front of you. Nice straight spine. And then bending in your left knee, slowly letting your right foot come to the floor. Landing in our crescent pose. Relax your shoulders, open up your heart, have a breath. Walking that back foot forward, straightening through the front foot. Checking that our feet are still in line with our hips first. You can bring your hands to your hips. We'll come over halfway over this leg. And you do not have to have this knee locked. I like to keep a bend. And next, our right fingertips are going to come beside our left big toe. Inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky, find your twist. Gaze up at your left hand. This is not an easy pose, guys, so if it feels uncomfortable, just breathe through it, embrace it. Pyramid pose. Your next exhale, come back to center, plant the fingertips. And we'll slowly fold forward over this leg. Strong in those legs. Maybe your fingertips leave the floor. Sweep behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Hands go up towards the ceiling. Relax your head. Breathing. Slowly undoing the fingers. Inhale, we'll come up halfway. And then slowly we'll rise all the way up. You can step your right foot in a little bit. And we'll get ready for eagle pose on this side. So this time, left foot's going to be on the ground. Right leg's going to cross over the left. Slowly, you can begin to sit back into your chair. And for the arms, this time, left is going to be underneath, right is crossing on top. And again, remember, elbows are up and tilting away. And slowly staring at a spot on the floor in front of you. Finding your eagle pose. Breathe here. Slowly unraveling. Coming back to standing. Wiggle it out. And we'll find a spot seated. Next, we're gonna do our right leg first. So the left's gonna just kind of tuck in however it's comfortable for you. This is one of my favorite poses. So your right arm's gonna come to the inside of your right leg. Reach for that big toe. Your left hand, I like to bring it towards my low back. Not planted on the mat, but just touching my low back so I know to keep my back nice and straight for this pose. So allow it to serve kind of as a reminder not to sit like this, but to bring your spine nice and straight and extended. All right. What you're going to do is lift this foot up off the floor, extend this leg out, still checking in with that spine. Hold here and breathe. And next, with our left hand, we're going to take that foot and grab the outer edge of it. So it's crossing underneath of the right hand, grabbing the outer edge of that foot. Right hand's going to let go. We're going to come into a twist next. I'm sure you guessed that. So your right hand's going to sweep behind your back. That arm is going to extend behind you. Look at your right fingertips. Checking in with that back again, keeping a nice straight spine. Your next full inhale, you can slowly make your way back to center, and we'll lower that foot down. And we will switch sides. So tucking the right underneath the left. Finding the left toe in your left hand, right hand can be on your back if you wish. If you want it for support to your side, that's fine too. Anyway, we'll slowly extend that leg out, finding a nice tall spine, feeling a stretch in the back of that leg. You can close your eyes if you want. I find this pose makes me feel empowered. And taking your right hand, reaching for the outer edge of that foot, just like before. And then extending it again. Left arm sweeps behind, gaze behind you. Breathing from your pelvis to your collarbones. Inhale back to center. Slowly lower that foot down. Excellent. We can come laying down on our backs next. Extend your left leg and then hug your right knee in nice and close. Taking your knee in your right hand, we're going to open up that leg towards the right side. So your hip's going to just open up to the side. You can keep your hand holding onto your knee if you want some extra kind of pressure. Inhale as you come through center. Take your knee in your left hand now. Right arm can extend out to the side. We're going to come into a twist. So your knee is going to cross over your midline. Your left hand's taking that knee in its hand. Your hips can leave the floor. And your head, if it's comfortable, can be turned to the right. So your knee is to the left, your head is to the right. back through center. Let's hug both knees in for a quick moment. And extending the right leg and still hugging the left. And taking that knee into your left hand, opening it up towards the left side. Inhale as you move through center. Switching hands, so now your knee is in your right hand, twisting over to the right and extending the left arm out, turning your head if you wish. Again, inhaling as you move through center and slowly extending both legs out. Arms can fall by your sides. Feet are falling away from one another. Coming into Shavasana. Noticing your thoughts, noticing your emotions, but not necessarily identifying with them. And let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Just allowing the effects of our practice to soak in. Inhale, bring yourself back to this moment. And slowly waking up the physical body. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate the ankles and the wrists. Reaching your hands up overhead and getting a full body stretch. Making our way onto our right side. And using your left hand on the floor in front of your chest, you can push yourself up to seated. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, crossing the legs, finding a tall spine. Tucking the chin a little bit to lengthen the spine even more. Closing the eyes, holding on to this feeling of mindfulness. In yoga, our physical body holds a lot of our emotional stress or worries, and our stomach and our digestive tract often holds ideas of misconceptions or things that maybe are pulling at us or aren't exactly true to what we believe in. And oftentimes when we practice twists, it can bring these feelings up again, or can kind of make you feel uneasy. But just know that this is typical in a twist practice. You're not alone. And just recognizing that it's kind of one of the detoxifying effects of a twist practice. Just letting go of old ideas or your old ways. So yes, we are detoxifying the spine, but also our minds. You can bring your hands to your heart. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful.